Hello, and welcome to the Reiki Gem Wellness channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 4 crystal healing benefits of working with Moldavite, the stone of universal compassion. And for those who are new to the channel, my name is Shannon, and I'm a certified Reiki master and teacher and a certified gemologist, and I combine those skills and passions to provide you with the knowledge, tools, and opportunities to practice incorporating crystal healing into your everyday life. And today we're going to be talking about how you can do that with Moldavite. And Moldavite is a tektite. And I have already done a video on outer space stones, and that talks about meteorites, tektites, and Moldavite, which is a member of the tektite family. And I'll link to that video in the eye above, and that talks about those stones' formations and more about the gemology aspects of those gemstones and a little bit about how they affect crystal healing. And if you're interested in learning about those specific details, then definitely check out that video. But today we're just going to be talking about the spiritual and supportive benefits of Moldavite, the stone of universal compassion. The only thing I will say in the gemology world about Moldavite is that please make sure that the gemstones that you buy can be certified, that they are authentic, because Moldavite is a really scarce and expensive stone, and it can also be simulated. Now, make sure that the pieces that you get, if they're rough, they look rough. They look bubbly and bumpy, and they don't look pretty and smooth or rounded in any way. And Moldavite beads are glass. So don't trust any Moldavite beads out there. And a lot of faceted Moldavite is suspect as well. So just beware when you're buying Moldavite. So today we're going to be talking about the top 4 crystal healing benefits of working with Moldavite. And the first is that it can help you access universal information. Now, a tektite is formed when a meteor that has been flying through space breaks through our atmosphere and it lands on the earth and breaks up into pieces. The tektite forms from the heat from that impact, and it melts pieces of the meteor and along with the soil and the minerals that it contacts in earth. So this is a glass that's formed from the heat of that meteor impact. So this does contain the essence and the minerals and everything that was in contact with that meteor. So the meteor it's been flying through space for who knows how many light years. It has seen the breadth of space and the universe. It has picked up energies and minerals and information from all over the universe. And so meteorites and tektites are a very powerful source of universal information, of connecting with the breadth and the expansion of the universe. So when you meditate with Moldavite, it helps you access everything that the tektite has been in contact with since its creation. It helps you open up to absorb information from your higher self, from the collective unconscious. And it also helps you use that information in your everyday life. So it's a very efficient stone. It helps you learn, it helps you absorb information, and it helps you take it and use it in a practical way. So this is just a really unique and powerful stone. And the second benefit of working with Moldavite is that it helps you feel much more expansive. And as I mentioned before, like meditating with Moldavite will help you break from a feeling of being either trapped or just bound by your physical body. So it reminds you that you are a spiritual and energetic being beyond the confines of your body. So it will help you expand and open up to your higher self. As I mentioned, the collective unconscious, universal wisdom. And that's part of how it helps you absorb that spiritual knowledge and access it. But it also helps you reduce a fear of dying. You're not trapped in this body anymore. It helps you feel bigger and wider and connected to things that are higher and larger than yourself. It helps you feel part of the whole and not separated by boundaries and borders. And the third benefit of working with Moldavite is that it helps us with decision making. And as we've already learned, Moldavite helps us absorb information. And this is a stone that's not bound by time and space. Much but like quartz, it does help us access information from the past, from the future, from other dimensions, from other parts of space. But when it comes to decision making, one, it helps us look back on occurrences from the past and learn those life lessons so we don't repeat any mistakes that we've made as we're making decisions for our life right now. And it helps us gather and process all of the information that we have gathered from all of our previous lives and helps us make decisions for this life based on all of that collective knowledge that we have learned over many lifetimes to help us properly fulfill our personal destiny. And this is a stone that also helps us with future decisions, because when we meditate with Moldavite and we have a certain decision or a problem, a challenge we're trying to figure out in mind, it helps us analyze all of the possible choices and solutions and helps us intuitively figure out what the consequences of all those choices would be and helps us make the wisest one for the good of ourselves, for the good of others, for our highest good. So if you have a really important life decision that you have been struggling with, or a problem in your life that you haven't been figuring out like how to resolve, then sitting with Moldavite can help you figure that out. Now, the fourth benefit of working with Moldavite is that it is the stone of universal compassion. And it really expands our capacity for compassion. And a lot is going on in this world. A lot has gone on in this world, year after year, decade after decade. Sometimes we can get overwhelmed by the amount of suffering going on in this world. It could be in our immediate region, and it could be global. But all over the world, when we read the news, when we look at our phones, it's really easy to see all of the pain everywhere that people are feeling and experiencing. And that can be very overwhelming. I know it has been for me at times to feel helpless to do anything about it. And Moldavite is a stone that helps us cope with that and work with that and be able to have empathy and compassion for all of those suffering out in the world without being overwhelmed by it. It also helps us send that love and compassion out to suffering communities. So whether you're working individually or you want to come together as a group, whether you're using Reiki energy or you're just using your own heartfelt compassion and love, then Moldavite is a stone that helps you very quickly send dramatic amounts of love, of healing to remote communities that are experiencing pain and death and suffering. So it is one way that you can contribute to the healing of this world, is to use this very powerful gemstone. It's really useful if there are major tragedies in the world and you feel like, you can donate and you can speak out and you can sign petitions, and we should all do all of that, everything that we can. But if it's still leaving you feeling a little helpless sitting at home, then you can meditate with Moldavite to send healing out to those who are experiencing tremendous pain or tragedy in that moment. So thank you so much for sitting with me today to talk about how you can work with Moldavite, this really powerful and lovely olive green tektite that holds the essence of the literal universe. It's an incredibly powerful, expansive, and healing stone that really helps us get in touch with our heart and the hearts of everyone else. It connects us all together as one humanity. And I highly recommend adding a piece of Moldavite to your collection. And if you found this useful, if you've found that you may want to work with Moldavite some more, then in 2 days, I'll be posting a guided meditation with Moldavite, and you don't need a piece of Moldavite to benefit from that meditation. If any of the things that I've talked about in the video today, or if any of the prompts during the guided meditation really speak to you or trigger you, then that's a sign that you should get some Moldavite and work with it some more. And if you are new to this channel and you are interested in doing some really in-depth study on crystal healing and how the different gemstones can help you, I talk about a different gemstone every single week. A new gemstone, how it can support you and help you heal, and how you can meditate with it. So if you are interested in that, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss a single gemstone video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you during the guided meditation.